Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you this blue smoky eye. I'm using more ColourPop cosmetics because I just did a haul for you guys and I wanted to do a look using some of the stuff that I bought in the haul. And yeah, I've never done a blue smoky eye on my channel and I really wanted to because I love a nice blue or purple smoky eye with brown eyes. I think it's gorgeous. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's pretty simple. Actually, I'm not using that many shadows. I use a Cobalt blue eyeliner, which I think really made the eyes pop. But yeah, it's really not that crazy of a process. It's mainly about blending, which is, you know, most of my tutorials are. Just blend that out, girl. Blend it out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye! Okay guys, my eyebrows are already done. You know the deal. I'm going to start off with a matte shade from a MAC palette that I made. It's called Vanilla. I'll have the MAC eyeshadows that I have in this palette listed down below just in case you're interested. But I'm just packing that on my brow bone as my brow bone highlight. I'm using something matte just because we have a lot of things well, not a lot of things, but we have a bright blue on the eye, so on the actual lid, and I don't want it to look too crazy. So in my opinion, I just like using matte shadows if I'm going to do something crazy on my lid, for the most part. There's always some exceptions. Then I'm taking Soft Brown by MAC and I'm going to be putting that in my crease with a fluffy 224 blending brush by MAC. You don't have to get too precise with this, but just make sure, you know, you're concentrating mostly in the crease, and then you just want to fluff it all over the place because it doesn't have to be too precise like I said, but we just want to have this as our first color to transition the rest of our eyeshadows in. Then I'm going to take this base, or actually this is a gel eyeliner that I'm using as a base by Sephora. It's a beautiful blue. Isn't this gorgeous? Like, I can't wait to use this as an actual gel eyeliner in the summer. Oh, obsessed. I don't know the exact number or name, but I'll have it listed down below for you guys. We're just laying this down first so that we have a nice blue base to make sure that the next color that we put on top pops even more and stays on pretty much, you know, until you want to take your makeup off. I am laying this down with a synthetic brush by MAC. Then I'm taking, what is it, Etiquette eyeshadow by ColourPop, and I'm just going to pop that all over the lid. As you can see, this looks like you got punched in the eye right now, but it's okay because we're going to blend this out. So I'm just packing this all over the lid, and then I'm going to be blending out that harsh line that you're seeing in the crease right now. But like I said, don't even worry about that right now. Just focus on packing it on and getting the intensity that you want. So here I am blending out that line. I'm using a smaller eyeshadow brush just because I want to be able to get right in that inner corner of my eye and all the way right in my crease. And it just helps to use something a little bit smaller. I'm not really using much product at this point, but now I'm going to go in with NYX Brown Script, which is really similar to Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek, I've heard. So if you have that one, I guess that's very similar too. And I'm just going to further warm up the look and just continue to blend. I can't stress that enough. And that's really all the eyeshadows that you're using. So I just did the other eye off camera because I felt like it was unnecessary. I mean, I used like 3-4 eyeshadows. I also popped on my false lashes. I have a video, so I never put that in my video, but I'll have it listed down below. For my face, I'm putting on my Oil Control Creme by MAC. And then I'm going to prime with my MAC pressed in like prep and prime kind of product. I started using it with this foundation brush, but I noticed that like whatever was on the foundation brush started to get in the compact, and it was bothering me. As you can see here, I'm like picking things out. I'm like, what is going on? So then I decided to just use my fingers, my good old fingers. It just warms up the product nicely, and you can just continue to press and smooth it into your skin. And so far, I am loving this primer. I think it is bomb.com. Then I'm going to go in with my usual concealer, nothing new, MAC Pro Longwear NC30, and I'm going to just place that underneath my eyes. Even though I'm putting it underneath my eyes in a upside down triangle motion, it doesn't mean that I'm trying to highlight with it necessarily. It just means that I like that look just because, or I like to place it that way just because it blends in easier with my foundation, I find, instead of doing like the half moon kind of thing. I think I said this in another tutorial, but anyway, just placing that underneath my eyes and in any other spots where I want to conceal. So this concealer is pretty much my foundation color, so it's not going to give that highlight effect for the most part. Then I'm going to continue to tap this in with my finger, and we're going to move right on to foundation. I'm using my MAC Studio Fix Fluid NC30 foundation. I wanted to say Pro Longwear again, and I'm putting that all over my face with the same Sonia Kashuk foundation brush. First starting with the center of my face and blending it out, And I'm going to continue to blend it out after I place it where I want it with a flat top kabuki brush by, what is it, Morphe. So you guys will see that right here. I'm also going to spritz on a little bit of Fix Plus just because I feel like it kind of blends out my foundation easier, especially if it's more of a full coverage foundation. It shears it out just a tiny bit, just enough where it makes it look a little bit less cakey, and nobody wants to look like a damn cupcake. Then to set my foundation, you guys know I like to put on my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus. It just is what works for me. If you are an NC30, Medium Plus will match you pretty perfectly in my opinion. So I'm just putting that all over my face with a fluffy brush. And now I'm using a new contour and highlight palette, which I was very excited to use. This is the new NYX Contour and Highlight Palette, and I'm using it with a Morphe contour brush that I always contour with. I've heard so many mixed reviews on this. Mainly people hate it, to be honest, but I was using it for the first time here and I honestly didn't mind it. I don't have any other contour or highlighting palettes, believe it or not, so I didn't have anything to compare it to, but for me it worked fine. I don't know. I feel like weird saying that because I know so many people hate it that I feel like I'm wrong by saying that, but so far I like it. Then I'm going to put on Tenderling Blush just because we have a lot going on in the eyes, so I'm going to keep the lips and the cheeks very simple. Tenderling is like a very light pink with like a mauve-y kind of undertone. Then to highlight, I'm dipping right back into that NYX palette with a MAC fan brush, and I'm using the first highlight shade that comes in the palette, I believe, or maybe it's the last. Is this upside down? I'm not sure, but it's the more champagne kind of highlight, and I like this as well. At first it was a little bit kind of not blended, but it blended in as soon as I started to blend it. I feel like that's a total tongue twister, but I highlighted as usual on my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, and again, I liked it so far. Then to finish off the eyes, now that the face is done, I'm going to put some Cobalt Blue eyeliner. That's the actual color of it in this Loreal kind of eyeliner. It's so gorgeous. Isn't this beautiful? I'm obsessed. It stood in my waterline like all day. I can't even complain. I loved it. Gorgeous. Then I'm going to take ColourPop's Lace, and it's kind of like a sparkly purple. Just wanted something a little bit deeper to put underneath that eyeliner so that it would pop even more. So I'm using a small, just angled e.l.f. brush to first place it. And then I'm going to actually smudge it out with a smaller, denser Sigma brush. Then to finally finish off the eyes, I'm going to just put on some highlight in the inner corners. Again, this is the other highlight shade from the NYX Highlight and Contour palette. I can't talk. And then I'm just going to put on some mascara and the eyes are going to be done. Now for lips, I'm going to be using Subculture Lipliner by MAC. This is similar to Strip Down, but this one is more of a brown, and Strip Down has more of a nude to me undertone. They're both nudes, but this one's just a little bit darker. So I'm going to be lining my lips with that first, and then I'm going to go in with another MAC product. I wanted to do like a more nude brownie on the brown side, but still nude, just because, again, I want to focus on your eyes. So I didn't want to do any other color except like a nice nude, but feel free to do whatever color you like. So I'm taking Honey Love lipstick by MAC, and I absolutely love this. I just got this, as you guys saw in my haul, but I think it just goes really nice with my skin tone, and it's like a really great nude. For lip gloss, because I wanted to bring some gloss back into my lips, since this is a matte, I believe, I use Rambutan Lip Gloss by Bite Beauty. And then you're done! I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you did, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! Hakuna Matata.
What a wonderful phrase. Are you gonna be there tonight? Because baby, I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream. Something about something's being cheap. Again. You suck at articulating.